Welcome to today's show. Today we're going to talk about luggage. We all have luggage, we all use it differently. Some people say you should just use carry-ons, and some people say, oh no, you need a bigger one. Well, it all depends on who you are and what you're doing and your needs. So don't worry about what other people think, use your own thing. On our first trip to Europe 30 years ago, my wife and I had 2 or 3 great big things. We thought we had to take everything along, and we never used half the stuff. So now we just use these carry-on size bags, and they work all right. So we use a carry-on each in a small duffel bag. But this last time we went to Mexico and all-inclusive, you're only allowed 1 bag. So we brought this bag each in a little duffel bag. It was under the weight, and often they just weigh it and say, oh yeah, that's good. This time when we went, we had our 2 little carry-on size bags and a little duffel bag, and the grumpy lady says, oh, I guess you didn't read the fine print. We charge you $38 for any extra additional bags. Well, I said, well, whatever. Thanks a lot. So then we knew we had to make another plan. So this is our plan. So we decided our 2 little bags weren't the way to go if you're going on an all-inclusive or anywhere where you just go to one spot. So an all-inclusive is just the example. You get on the plane, get to where you're going, you get on the shuttle, takes you to a hotel, and that's it. That's all you need to move your bags around. Well, then you might as well take a big bag. They don't charge you any more for it. It takes all the things you need, and there's more room than you need. But if you're going to Europe on a 2-week holiday, you don't want to take a big bag because it's going to be too heavy. You're going to get tired of carrying it around. So then you need a small bag like we have, or a medium-sized bag. I was looking at sets, the 2-piece set or the 3-piece set. And the big suitcase just looked too big. So I just couldn't bring myself to buy a 2-piece set. I was in Costco the other day, and I was looking at the luggage, and a guy came up to me, and he was looking at the luggage as well, and I said, do you know anything about luggage? I think the big one is too big. And he said, yes, the big one is too big. He just got back from Hong Kong, and he took a big one because he thought his small suitcase would be too small. When he got off the plane and onto the bus to take him down to town, his big suitcase wouldn't fit right in there. There wasn't enough room. He said, the bus drivers don't wait. They let you throw your bag in and go. So here he was fighting to get his bag in, and the bus is driving down the street. So he said the big one is too big for that. And then a lady came up to us. Hey, do you guys know anything about luggage? We said, no, but I think the big one's too big. And she said, oh no, I like a big one, because when I go to my sister's in Vancouver, I want to take all the shoes I want to take. I don't want to buy anything else, and I want it all there. But she's just going to one spot, so it's perfect. So I decided to buy the 3-piece set for this reason. Well, you can use the big one to go to an all-inclusive. My wife and I can share the big one and a little one. And if we go somewhere where we're moving around, maybe we'll go to Europe, and then we'll take the medium and the small. So let's have a look at the set I chose. We'll go there now. Okay, this is the set I chose. It's the Swiss 3-piece. There's a carry-on size, so it's about a 21-inch high. 2 years ago we went to Europe, and we were on 4 different airlines, and our orange one that I showed you before is the same size as this. It's the same thickness as this, and actually our orange one is about an inch or so wider, and it was good to be on a carry-on for 4 different airlines. I don't know exactly every one, but if that one fit on the 4, this one probably will fit on just as many or more. So this is the 21. I'll show you inside after. This is the 26. So I think it's a nice suitcase to take along if you're going somewhere. It's easily, you can easily carry it. Just roll it around. It's just a little bit bigger than the carry-on size. Still manageable. Remember, the rule is don't take any more luggage than you can carry. So if you can lift this one, that's great. And if you're going on a train in Europe or a bus or something, well, this I think is a great alternative. You maybe take the small one and the big one between the two of you, and you're set. So then if you're going to an all-inclusive where it doesn't matter, you're only using your suitcase once, you might as well take a big one. And this is 30 inches, I believe. So that's a little handle. All these are expandable. You can see that they're expandable. They open up a couple inches. And what I liked about this set that they didn't have on other sets is the inside. Let's open her up. Can you see that? So each side has its own compartment. It's just not a shell and then you put it in. So you can put your clothes in here and then tighten it down. So you can have a his and her side. You can have your clean clothes, your dirty clothes. I bought this set because it had these dividers in here and these extra compartments. It also has the 4 wheels, single rollers, swivels. You know, they look really good. It's a hard case, but it's really light. I think this smaller one is 2.7 kgs. It's great. And they didn't have too many sets left, so I got them, the burgundy ones. My other rule of suitcases is never get black. Everybody gets black, just don't get black. Our last ones were orange, and when I first brought it home, my wife said, that is the ugliest color I've ever seen in a suitcase. And the next day she told me, go get another one. And we've had those 6 or 7 years, and only once I've ever seen one the same color and style. So just don't get black. And then these are good. You can use them for carry-ons, but if you expand them, they'll be too wide for carry-ons, but maybe it'll get you enough, as many things as you need in there. I put some tape on here just so they're not the same as everybody else's. Has a nice handle. It seems pretty sturdy. Our other one had been beat around enough that it was getting loose. So I think these will be really good. So that's what we bought. We bought the Swiss Gear 3-piece. I think we won't use the big one very much, but I think we'll use these a lot more. All right, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped you out.